forward. It's one thing when I do like a such exercise, hold, trot again. There you want to respond slouching immediately, but if you let the horse having a break in the hold, you need to be fair then and prepare. And I will not say to you, you do this 5 minutes there, you listen what I'm saying, you're relaxing, then you come totally like the leg and pick up because your horse has a right to say, okay, we seem to have a break right now. And then you're out and say, all right, let's get focused again. And when you go, good race. Good. Good. And keep her a little bit in the walk. And he said, hold and walk. Now, half hold and walk. So you act as if you would want to bring her back. As soon as you feel she would, you ask forward again. You bring her a little bit back as if you would want to hold. And as soon as she reacts to that, you come with your leg and say, we go forward again. Good. Change direction. And then you can put that half hold together with the next moment after the half hold to say, and here we go forward. And you want to do this logically in a way that she is not saying after a minute, oh, I get the idea, so again I don't need to listen to you because I understand what you're doing. No. You want one moment to come with a half hold, then you want to come with a 7/8 hold, then you want to come with a leg on the hold. So you have a little bit more on the knee backward, and you hold it carefully a little bit off. So that is a little bit steady, see that spot, and then you can decrease that a little bit, or you do it the decrease a little. And forget that not keeping the horse interested in the leg. Logically can the one or the other time also do a full hold. It's not that it's only half hold. When, just to explain to you, Nikki, what you just heard me say, half hold, 7/8 hold. So what I want, it's actually not an official term. What I want to bring across to that, with that is that in the same way how we execute the half hold, through stability in our core, through stabilizing the arm, closing the fist, if necessary, closing the leg to it, in the same way, it is done what I call a 7/8 hold, or a quarter hold, or a 16 hold, but the amount is smaller or bigger. Yeah? And so, by consistently, every few steps, going into one of those half holds, or 16 holds, you barely act like you bring it back when she listens. As soon you feel she's listening to that 16 hold, you go on again. But if you feel she's not listening, then you might go to a 7/8 hold. Then you might act like you want to really stop her. Until you feel any little motion, she wants to be there with you. And through this, it also becomes then easy to push in the right moment. The hunches a little bit out, to bring the shoulder a little bit in, to go with her already. Yeah? So something to keep that half hold, to that attention, by then turning your body, by having the half hold, for example, by having a tiny little flexing in the half hold of your right hand, what I call a half hold towards your left hip. You, for example, in that moment, stop the shoulder a little bit. And if your body turns in that moment, you can have that comes a little bit off. Oh. Oh. And then the next is off. Yes. watch that your legs are not sliding forward. That's why I said this early, because for this you need to have from your knee, calf, heel a backward tendency, because otherwise you drive the shoulders out. Oh. Right moment, when it's the moment you push a little bit more, when it's the moment you push less with the leg, when it's the moment you flex, when it's the moment you turn and come with your outside rein a little bit, when to lighten that a tiny little bit, but everything in very small degrees. Not the huge half on for that, not hugely giving again almost a loose rein or so. No, it is just in the mini part, in a tiny little more holding, a tiny little letting it out in the next mid-second. Oh, oh, yes. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's nice. Are you sure your upper body has a natural turn to the outside? Your inside shoulder comes back, the inside part of the torso comes back, while the outside comes a little forward. Oh, yeah. Oh, right there, right there. And if you have those situations where it is very good, it's logically the point then immediately need to decide. You want to reward or you want to stop it before it goes bad again. So that the horse says, oh, when I did those steps here, then I got rewarded. If you wait too long and you lose it again and you need then to reprimand again, then the horse, you miss that situation that the horse would have realized, oh, that was actually really good. Oh. Oh, yes. Good go. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's nice. Oh, praise God. Good. And understand here. Good. Any questions? How important that is, how this comes in the right way together. First, watch yourself. Are you really having that natural turn from your hips going up there in your torso? Before that, don't do anything. Are you organized in your leg, having that leg in the right position back? Before it's not sure that it's in the right spot, don't do anything. Is your rein length so that you're not operating here, that you can clearly have here a little bit more forward and less, a little bit nice together, so how can I go? That's what sounds good. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. So one could say at the end, you are less interested in a leg yielding. You are more interested in organizing her that she could do a leg yielding. That's at the end more important than really the crossing of the leg for that EMF. And the more you precise how with each action, that you, for example, realize that is already the right response that she gives me to that flexing, so I'm already more tendency reducing it a little bit. That's already the right reaction, making the attempt in the group to step over, therefore you reduce it already a little bit. or vice versa, that were now the positive part, to immediately realize, oh, that feeling that she gives me here, she will not respect an outside hand. So therefore, I come already firmer. But in the moment when you feel the response is there, you already go with her. And also then, you will realize how often you handle it in from this way that you flex. She doesn't answer to the leg. The flexing is fine. She doesn't answer to the leg. So you get after her. But in that moment you realize, okay, but I gave up the flexing. And I could have also slightly still remained the flexing. And you make the mistake in the other direction because you gave them up the flexing. You said, the next time I'm not doing that. And you stiffen your arm and it's so much pressure on it that it's not flexing, that it's holding too much. Until you find the one or the other situation where you realize, okay, I was right with her. When she wanted to sneak out, I was little with the hand and say flexing. As soon as she gave, I did not beat so much that she could go straight to the hand again and just did not bother her anymore in that moment. Oh, yeah. And you might remember that I said sometimes in the past, used the term that I said that there is no fluffy stuff between your hand and the mouth. What I mean with this is, even that the rein is, when the rein is not slack, there is an area where you cannot do anything with it. When you realize, okay, yes, the rein is not slack, but in that moment I cannot half hop, or in that moment I cannot flex. In other words, it does not, how should I say, it doesn't do anything yet. And for this work, you must be exactly on that point where she A is not bothered by it, but where it's not fluffy stuff between. Yeah? It must be so that you feel, I'm right there on the mouth. A tiny little bit more this creates that, a tiny release that opens that out. But it's so tiny that it's consistently around the ideal situation. Make sure that always for this kind of work, or not only for this in general, yes, that she is coming around, that she's chewing and coming around. So you would not, in this situation, start, for example, out when she stays there and it is up here. You wait, you simulate a little bit, you feet, leg, and hand, that she chews, that she is in the pole starting to give a little bit to one or the other side. That's very important. And soft giving, no. She is not allowed to lean into it, and she is not allowed to go against it or be above. Oh. That's it, ball coming with that left hand until she yields, and as soon as she yields, you soften a little bit. Good. Good. Start a little bit and check the opposite rein. Good. Now you start flexing that to the right, and you work to the left. Check then the opposite rein to make sure is the opposite rein too tight. Yeah, soft, but not letting her totally down. Yeah? Either you can set with the hand the boundary, or if you would go too much down, or you would hang too much on it, then you need that moment to come with the leg a little bit more from. Left seat bone, the left leg holding a tiny little bit down and just out. Good, so. Very nice. Good. Gradually become not a problem, because then you just would lose it. Just while you have it, where is the aid in addition to each side seat for the leg and both hands for a moment, one moment guiding, one moment just letting it out a little bit, then already staying again, are we staying in the positioning to the inside? Same feeling in front. But just letting that out. You want, while you go into the rising, you still want to stay a little bit positioned here to the inside. You want between that leg and that outside hand starting to get a response. It doesn't have to be leg yielding. It's just more, that's what I said earlier, that you think more the essence, that is a relationship between the inside leg to the outside hand, and the inside hand as the tiny little position. Good. Oh, nice. Good, so. Good. Yeah. Oh, nice. Very carefully change weight out of the circle. Gradually. So that your left hand comes gradually on the withers. Right leg comes on. Both the hands gradually into the new direction. Hold it. Out. And gradually changing again to the inside. Down. For those things, the reins have to be drawn enough. Because otherwise you cannot hold it up. And always when you change rein out of the circle, you stay then first on the other circle. You're not coming back here. But then it's not the circle to the right. From my leg, I'm having the whole rest of the spine organized and this step onto my outside leg. Oh. Good. I see enough of it. Good. That's the things that you need to introduce with a horse like her. And I'm logically not saying that not other horses wouldn't benefit from that work too, but with a horse that is not paying attention, it's logically even more important that you do those kind of things instead of just only aid and wraparound. Any questions?
In that work where I feel like video go in, do I leave it and go back to the straight aid rather again, or do you try to involve it somehow?
Yeah. There is a situation where, on the other hand, then, because it's a little more complicated, where it just goes a little downhill in terms of how serious they take. And very often you cannot logically in that lateral work already do anything document in the lateral work. I mean, it's not really black and white how we would have done it from the hall to the walk, where you say no compromise. I mean, if I touch you, you go. That is very often not possible in the lateral work. Huh? And sometimes it is. I mean, when you feel the horse has understood it, not at this stage right now. There is still too for her to unclear what that is all about. But if you clearly know a horse understands, leg comes more back, your body turn on the forehand, and you feel you come with the leg, and the ears come back, and you know the horse knows to do this, but says, oh, come on, kick my ass, kiss my ass. Then you logically can do the same thing. If you say, I take that leg back, and as soon as you feel that leg, you move over it. And that would be, at this point, too early, especially in the one direction where she was more upset about it or so. Because they don't really know how to organize their body, and that makes them nervous a little bit. No? But when they understand that, then you can logically say, no, I'm not good enough that I have to come that strong with the leg. No? But very often, moving vice versa, you interrupt that lateral work, then again, and just doing simply a little bit of walk again, or trot again, or so, can very often then improve again the lateral work. Yeah? And I want to point out again, because I'm not so quite sure from my choice of word in English whether I really brought across what I meant, that at the end it is actually not really the leg joint. Through the lateral work, you very often, especially those type of horses, you get actually through the lateral work, holding the hunches first out, you get actually the beginning idea to bend in the body, even when logically leg yielding, crossing the leg, is not a bending. Huh? I mean, normal bending on a circle is logically that the hunches are on that precise circle line, and the shoulders are also exactly on that circle line, while in the leg yielding, the hunches logically leave that circle line. But because through that leg yielding, the horse understands that positioning in the pole better, and easier than, especially to one side, you realize how relatively easy it was, in the first city trot steps a little bit. So through this, you feel together a little bit something here. And that's what we are more after than really the crossing of the hind legs. Huh? So, in a lot of other situations, you're logically not getting it through the leg yielding, like how would Schulteis, how would Seininger do that? What does Andrea do? After the straight ahead work, starting with the side shoulder forward. And that is sometimes with a horse like her, that is also on the breathing and so rather than breathing the neck, and very often that they rather than basically only hang there on the hand. But when you make the hind move a little bit, that very often makes a lift here, rib cage line up, instead of holding over the shoulder, and then the beginning shoulder forward, so that again, you get here a little bit bending, and here the whole a little bit bending. And that again makes them logically be more attentive, because when they have to put the body in that position, they have to focus more than if they just go large arena or they go a circle or something like that. Good. Do you have any questions, Nikki?
No, that was good.
Good.
It was amazing how concentrated she was.
Yeah.